I've always wanted to do this little video. Oftentimes when a pellet is dropped in, it'll hook right in front of the of that small breech screw. There's a little lip there, and there's a really easy way to help that. It's a real quick fix, and if you later need to take the gun apart, it's no problem. But it's pretty simple. I'm using a bright green crayon, but what you do is you just heat the crayon with a cigarette lighter or a match and drip a drop of wax on that. And then as soon as you do that, just cycle the bolt, and it'll create almost a channel of that wax that that allows the pellet to slide super easily into the breech. And getting some wax down in your barrel won't hurt a thing. Take a couple shots with pellets and it'll be right out of there with no problem at all. So we'll get started here. Now, I've never done it on camera. I've done it on lots of my guns, but so first thing you want to do is take a Q-tip and just clean that out, because there may be some oil that may keep the wax from sticking well. So just clean that out. You might even put a little spritz of rubbing alcohol on the tip. Get it nice and clean, and then just let it dry for just a couple seconds. And we're going to try, without me bumping the camera all over the place, I'm going to try to melt this and put a drop right where it needs to go. So we'll see how this works on camera. The fire's on. And we'll get some of that melted and drop down. There's one drop went in. There's a couple of drops. Okay, we're just going to wait just a second or two until it starts to just coagulate. And then I'm just going to close the bolt and open it. Do it a couple of times. Now you may need to take a tool to scrape some of the wax that may have gotten into the breech, but eventually that wax will come right off. And you saw some drip down on here. But that allows the pellet just to load very smoothly into the breech. And I'm going to let that cool just a second. I'm going to come back and scrape some of it out and show you what it looks like. Well, I got it all cleaned up. Pellets load really, really smoothly. What I did was I just worked the bolt, probably a dozen times, and eventually it kind of wore that wax down. I did use a little pick to clean up some areas down inside. But now when you load a pellet, you drop a pellet in there, it's not going to tip. You don't have to point the pellet downward, or I'm sorry, point the gun downward to get a pellet to load smoothly. Just drop it in and it'll just smoothly load that pellet. If you need to, if you're working on the gun, need to take it apart, just take a pick or something and just pick that wax out. Crayon wax is hard. It's pretty hard stuff. I think if you left the gun in a trunk of a hot car, it would probably soften it up enough that you would. I still don't think it's going to come out, but it's something to keep an eye on. So anyway, that's what I call the TKO wax job. So if you have any questions, or if I can help out with any of your air gun questions or mods, parts, be sure to give us a call. Check out our website at tko22.com and at airgunmods.com, and hope to talk to you all soon. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.